Rob and Lizz in the morning.
On his radio.
My commute's been extended about 15 minutes due to traffic, and first you played Joy in the Morning and then Good Day. That definitely reminds me that I need to focus on Jesus Christ. And between your guys' banter about Starbucks and Aldi's and your positive and encouraging messages, it's definitely changed my Monday morning, and I greatly appreciate that. Keep up the great work.
Wow, thank you so much for that open mic. We are so encouraged this morning because of you. And you're right. The music, man, just points to Jesus, and that's what it's all about. It's so much more than music at his radio.
Yeah, and I wonder why your commute was extended by 15 minutes, because seems like you needed that kind of a message this morning. So that's awesome. I love how God works, through you and your gifts of support, through the music, through the message.
And traffic jams.
Yes, to encourage somebody. That's so awesome, and encourage you.
Sharathon is coming up October the 8th. So we're about, just a little more than 3 weeks away from that Sharathon. That's how we raise the operational support for this listener-supported station. Maybe you didn't know. Here's one thing that's going on. If you give a Jumpstart gift today, you do that today at hisradio.com or the My His Radio app, you're in the running to win this. It's from Timmons Contracting, so they've made this available for you to win for the Sharathon coming up. It's the Mac Pack, which is an Apple Watch, an iPad, AirPods Max, and a MacBook Pro. Hello, how nice is that? And you could win it because you're supporting his radio, and you're helping to share the hope of Jesus with others, and that is just so good. So text the word GIVE right now at 800-447-7234 and give your Jumpstart gift toward Sharathon. You'll be in the running for that.
Yeah, for sure. You don't have to wait until October 8th, because if you're anything like me, you forget, you get busy, get distracted. So you can go ahead and do it right now. And that would be an encouragement for us as well, just seeing you go ahead and get pre-registered. So again, text the word GIVE to 800-447-7234.
Rob and Lizz in the morning.
On his radio.
I wonder when the last time was that you actually sat down and stayed at a coffee house, like a Starbucks. When was that? I wonder when Liz sat down at a Starbucks.
I'm trying to remember.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm such a drive-through girl.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing the to-go and the drive-through window. I don't think even Scott has stopped at a Starbucks and literally stayed there for an hour or two.
The last time was when my dad came to visit, and he loves to go to Starbucks. That's kind of our thing, to go and chat and have some coffee, but that's it. If he's not in town, I'm not in there.
It's to go, right? It's either the drive-through or you run in, grab, and then you're out of there completely. Now the new CEO is like, there was a time that we were like that second, third place where people would come, would hang out, would have their laptops, and they just stay. He goes, I'm going to bring that back.
How's he going to bring that back?
He's going to make sure that he brings it back.
Well, you know what? Put some more comfy chairs in there.
That's what they're going to do.
Okay.
Literally, that's what they're going to do. There was a time when it was pretty comfortable. It was the round tables, the chairs were pretty comfortable. You had enough space. Now a lot of these places have a ton of plugs, so you can plug in your laptop. Which
is good, especially if you're working or you're studying. But the chairs, it's almost an environment where, if you're there longer than about a half an hour, your hiney starts hurting.
Yeah.
Because they're rough.
Time to get up and go.
Yes.
But he wants to make sure that they become what they were. This is pretty much back to their roots, outside of what they did in Seattle.
I would like that. I mean, I would hang out. My daughter and I used to go on coffee tours, and we would go to different coffee shops and just hang out for a little while. And I mean, we would spend hours and hours, but we would never go to a place like Starbucks because it wasn't comfortable and inviting
anymore.
Diane texted 800-447-7234 and said she was at Starbucks about 5 weeks ago, and she and a friend had a strawberry refresher. They stayed for 5 hours.
What? Really?
5 hours catching up.
Get out.
On those hard chairs. Goodness gracious.
They're not as comfy anymore.
No.
Here's an open mic from the My His Radio app.
If you go to some newer Starbucks, they're definitely trying to implement comfier seating. There's a few where I live where they're newer, and they have really nice hangout areas where comfy seating's there. I go there often, fairly regularly, because I'm a digital artist and I love to draw. And so I like to get my coffee, sit and draw, and just enjoy the atmosphere.
I love that you do that. And I'm sure you just get into hours of doing that too.
And I wonder if they give you free refills, because typically they will if you just
Really?
get like a plain coffee that you put your own. If you're ordering fraps or lattes and things like that, I don't think you get refills, but
I had no idea.
oh yeah.
I'd get one cup of coffee and then I had no idea. Really?
Yes. Oh yes. Now I'm thinking like Rob is going to be there from now on.
Yeah.
You're going to want to do the show from there.
Earlier this year, we had our men's and women's fellowship at a Starbucks. It was fairly new, and it had all the nice little comfy seats, and we had a really nice time. That was my first time ever going into a Starbucks and actually sitting down and enjoying myself. And we got to share the Word of God, which was awesome.
And they have the comfy seats, which is nice.
Yes, it is. Some of them do.
Yeah, not all, but some.
I was just reminded from her open mic, we had a Bible study, and I think it was like maybe 2019, and it was a group of women, and we would always meet there, but it was not the comfy seats. It was the really hard chairs that they have right now. But we'd stay there about an hour, and then if it was nice, now I will sit outside. Because that's really nice on a nice, crisp fall day, and you got
Like
your
this?
fall drink. Well, yeah, a
Yeah.
little cooler than this, I like.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, when it's a really nice day,
You have your sweater
your scarf,
and your black coffee.
your boots, black coffee.
Rob and Liz in the morning.
On His Radio.
I love my KitchenAid mixer. Like, I just do. It's very helpful. It's expensive. They are expensive. I mean, that's an investment. They're like $400. Well, KitchenAid is trying to be a little bougier now. And so they've been introducing like different patterns and florals as far as the mixing bowl. Mine is just stainless steel. Mine is just plain
So it looks
Jane.
industrial.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So the new ones, they have a brand new one. This thing is like $800.
As if 400 was not enough.
Right.
That's
exactly.
a lot of money right there.
It's a lot of money. That's a Christmas gift, an investment, your savings plan. But this thing, $800, and the difference is it's a very nice, like almost like a forest green color, and then it's a wooden bowl. So aesthetically pleasing. For sure. And if your kitchen is kind of in this color scheme, it will look very, very nice. But $800 just for a wooden bowl?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Spray paint,
Right.
and then go off to the store and get yourself a wooden bowl, and you're in.
Well, it does
Save
have,
yourself $400.
but it has to fit. So the KitchenAid
Yeah,
bowl,
you can find them.
no, not really.
Oh, yeah, you can.
No. Have you ever used, okay, here's the thing. I don't think Rob has ever used a KitchenAid mixer.
I haven't,
Okay.
no.
So they have to lock in. There is a special like little lock-in thing. And if you have any other type of bowl, because I've tried, it just does not work. It starts going.
I have a guess on what Scott would blurge on when it comes to, splurge on, not
Yes.
blurge, splurge on.
You're probably right. I have a propensity to purchase some of those fancy fertilizers. So if you come in my garage, you'll see a shelf, with that stuff. Any lawn equipment, lawn gear, that's probably my splurge, yeah.
For Liz, I would think it has something to do with baking.
No,
What?
not
Really?
at all. Can I show you my splurge?
Show?
Yes. Okay. So these were $142. Wait, I did not pay that. I found them for $15.
She has big platform shoes.
I do. They're pink shoes. They're hot Barbie pink shoes.
What? That's got to be 6 inches?
Probably 5 or 6.
5 or 6 inches platform shoes.
But they're they're stacked. So, but yes. See, I would never $142 ever.
Wait till you see this on His Radio Plus, because she's holding it up so you can see it.
Because now I'm average size, average height, I should say.
With these
when I wear
shoes
these
on.
on. Yeah.
That's wow.
So that's a splurge. I do not splurge on baking stuff. I splurge on things I find on sale.
Fashion stuff.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
That makes sense.
But only if it's on sale.
I saved up a lot of money so I could splurge on a nicer guitar, because I have I don't want to call them cheap guitars, affordable. And this is
Yes.
still affordable for a guitar, but I got myself a nice Martin.
Yeah, but you
Guitar.
had worked out and got all these points and, gotten money that way, and then you saved some money. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Rob and Liz in the morning.
On his radio.
You may have seen this already. The post of Jon Bon Jovi going up to somebody on a bridge in Nashville who decided this was going to be their last day ever on Earth. I think he was like doing a music video or something like
Yes.
that, from what I understand. And so you see, they've just released, I think it was just late last week, the actual footage of a camera on the bridge. And so a lot of people have been seeing this and posting it, where he literally is walking up and he's with another, it looks like, I don't know if this was a producer or somebody in the video with him, but he and a young lady walk up to the person who decided this was their last day and is on the other side of the railing about to say goodbye to this world. And they both walk up, and then she is talking to this person. Jon Bon Jovi's there. He's saying a few words, and then they both help this person come back on the other side of the bridge, and there's hugs and all that other stuff, saving this person's life.
Yeah, and I like the way, and from what I understand, John and this other woman have been through like crisis training before. And so they knew not to just sort of rush up to the person, not be threatening at all. And so he actually stays back a little bit and just kind of leans on that railing. But the young woman goes up and sort of just lays her hand on the woman that's on the other side of the railing. And then she starts rubbing her back and then sort of gives her a hug. And so it's a very slow progression to say, you can trust me. I'm not here to threaten you at all. And just the way that it ended, obviously this woman is still here with her family now.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, it's amazing. And I do think John is getting most of the press on this, but I think we can't forget about the woman, maybe an assistant or, like you said, a producer of some sort, because they were both in this together.
They were. They really were. That was the first thing I noticed. I like, it wasn't just Jon Bon Jovi. It was also this other young lady that was with him that walked up to the person and said, "Hey, we're here and you're loved." And it was amazing. You can't hear any audio.
No.
But you do see the footage from the bridge. They have a camera somewhere on that bridge, and you see so clearly the two of them going up to help her.
Yeah, and they were absolutely God ordained to be there, right place, right time.
Rob and Liz in the morning.
On his radio.
The word is give to 800-447-7234. The word give, 800-447-7234. Rob and Liz in the morning, his radio. I'll tell you why. Because when you give your gift right now toward the Sharathon, October the 8th, you'll be in the running for the Mac Pack from his radio.
Yeah, Mac Pack is an Apple Watch, an iPad, a MacBook, and AirPods Max. So it's all that tech that you could keep for yourself. You could gift to somebody else. Totally up to you what you do with it. And when you text GIVE to 800-447-7234, you can get pre-registered right now. And while you do that, you're sharing Jesus with somebody else.
Yeah, your support to this listener-supported radio station is going to share the hope of Jesus with others. It's your story for his glory here at his radio. And I'm grateful that you're giving your gift now. Plus, I really want you to be the one who wins the Mac Pack giveaway courtesy of Timmons Contracting. So here it is again. I know Liz just told you, but just in case you missed it, it is an Apple Watch, an iPad, a MacBook Pro, and also the AirPods Max. Those things are sweet, and they're all yours when you win it. So text the word give right now to 800-447-7234. The word is give to 800-447-7234.
Rob and Liz in the morning.
On his radio.
Rob and Liz in the morning. It's his radio.
I was reading about this guy that went to the thrift store, and he found a VHS tape. Remember those old things?
Oh, yeah.
You used to watch movies on them or record stuff that you wanted on them, home videos, way before there were phones in your hand, devices in your hand. And so it was written on in the thrift store, just written one thing on it. It said, a surprise. And then a little circle smiley face on it. So a surprise, exclamation point. You're going, this is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
So he brought it home because he happens to have a VHS player.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Those clunky things.
So he gets out his device and he starts to record and he puts in the tape. And as soon as he puts the tape in, all of a sudden, the first words that come out on this thing is never going to give you up. It was the music video.
Oh, my goodness. Why is that a surprise? I wonder why.
He got rickrolled
Yeah, he did.
immediately as soon as he put the tape in.
Never gonna give you up.
Just like
one,
that.
yeah. Oh, my.
I know one person that still has one of those VHS recorders.
No.
Yeah.
You. No.
This guy right here, Scott.
I do. Yeah, I got a VHS player. It's in my garage, actually. I've got a TV out there. And so I have a few old tapes of like sports programs that I've recorded. And so it's still up there. I don't really use it a whole lot. But now, after hearing about this, I kind of want to go thrifting and find some old VHS tapes. Not necessarily wanting to get rickrolled, but it'd be kind of neat to find some things like that.
I cannot believe Scott still has.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And
Maybe I'm hoping one day it'll turn into like this very, expensive relic, and I'll take it on one of those, antique road shows, and they'll say, "Wow, this is in great condition. Starting bid is at $1 million or something like that."
you keep holding on to that dream.
Rob and Liz in the morning on uplifting and encouraging his radio.
Looks like McDonald's are getting into Crocs.
It's so weird.
Isn't it?
So are they going to be the great big yellow and red? Well, because that's their colors, the golden arches, right?
Okay.
And the McDonald's is red. So I wonder if they're going to be like that.
I have no idea, but these are the things that they put in Crocs. What do you call those things that you put in the
Gibbets.
gibbets?
Is that right? Okay.
Okay. I think they're gibbets or they're key rings. One or the other.
Okay.
Because they're tiny and small and come in these meals, the Happy Meals for the kids.
Oh, so they're in the... Okay, good. I love Happy Meals.
She does.
So, yeah.
Liz literally orders Happy Meals for her lunch.
I took my mom out to lunch over the weekend. She got a kid's meal.
See?
I didn't take her to McDonald's, but she got a kid's meal at the restaurant we went to.
Where'd you go?
We went to California Dreamin'.
They have kids. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have kids' meals.
I don't know why I'm thinking fast food. I'm going, California Dreamin' has a drive-through?
No. So I think anytime you can order a kid's meal. Now, this one at California Dreamin', look, we need to have a conversation because they did not give her a toy, and we were a little upset. Well, they don't give toys. We didn't get crayons. We didn't get anything.
Hey, guys. I just wanted to say it is such an encouragement in the mornings to listen to his radio, and I also was having a rough morning. I added about 15 minutes to my commute by making a wrong turn, but hearing what the other listener had to say was exactly what I needed to hear, and it's really cool to see God work that way. Thanks, guys.
Oh, thank you. I'm grateful that in the wrong turn, that God still spoke to you through the radio station with some songs that'll help encourage you along the way.
Yeah, the wrong turn and the right time. I mean,
right?
That's the way. There's no wrong turns in life. Those are paths that God takes us down, and it gave you an encouragement, and I am forever grateful for that.
I want to say thank you to a few people that got in. They gave a gift this morning, and they're automatically registered for the Mac Pack, which is the first day giveaway for Sharathon that begins in 3 weeks. Pamela, Justin, Candace, Carlos, and Barbara are all in. So one of them just might win, maybe even you, if you give your gift now, for the Mac Pack giveaway here at His Radio.
Yeah, and so the Mac Pack, you're like, what in the world is that? So it's all kinds of really cool tech, like an Apple Watch and an iPad and a MacBook Pro. Also, the AirPods Max, which, I have the AirPods that fit in the ears. These are over the ears, so a little more comfortable. So I love these.
Yeah, she's like, I wish I had these.
Yeah, I don't have these.
Yeah, but you got to win them.
Yeah.
It's the Mac Pack giveaway. Go ahead and text GIVE right now. Your gift right now, your Jumpstart gift, before Sharathon starts, gets you in the running, along with everybody else who calls on that day, because there's no gift required when you call on the first day of Sharathon. To pre-register, you give your gift now. That's texting the word GIVE. You can do it right now. Text the word GIVE to 800-447-7234. The word is GIVE, 800-447-7234. When you listen on the My His Radio app, you can tap to give right there, or just go to the website at hisradio.com.
Rob and Liz in the morning on uplifting and encouraging his radio.
There was Bear. Big old Bear. He decided, you know what? I need to cool off. I don't have fan. I've got all this fur going on. So he spots a kiddie pool in this family's yard, and he gets in it.
When you say kiddie pool, one of those plastic ones that you put like babies in?
Oh, yes.
No way.
Yes, or you can give your dog a bath in it. I've seen that happen as well. But he gets in there, and let me tell you, he kind of rolls around in there. At one point, he's like lifting his leg. He's like, I need everything cooled off because I am burning up.
Just laying in that pool, in that water by the swing set.
I know. And so they call him because I guess he's come back a couple of times. He realized this is nice. And I don't know if they keep putting water in it, fresh water for him or the babies. I don't know. But he keeps coming back to it. But they have nicknamed him Snaggletooth because he has like one of his canines. It's hanging out of his mouth.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so he just lays in there.
Snaggletooth.
I know, right? I mean, they hang out the door and just, hey, Snag, what's up?
They say hi to him, huh?
Yeah, they do. And so now I guess he's becoming part of the family. But the thing is, don't go swimming with him. That probably won't end well.